Here is number 8 of debunking the Democrat lies one at a time. Calling Trump a Nazi, calling the Republicans Nazis, calling Trump Hitler. A lot of people don't really know what that means, but Hitler killed millions of Jews. And they hate Israel, hated Israel back then. He was from Germany. Germany's not like that now. I don't know if there's any Nazi types in Germany. I'm sure you would think there's some, I guess, but Germany's a peaceful country today, as far as I know. Been that way for quite a while now, like 80 years, maybe. But let's see, maybe 90 years. I don't know, 80 years. But here's the problem. They're deflecting the truth about the definition of what a Nazi is. Trump is the biggest helper of Israel, maybe in history, but definitely of all our presidents, he's helped Israel the most in the last 100 years. Okay? So it's the opposite he's the opposite of Hitler. He's the opposite of Nazi. And, but there are people who are like Hitler, like the Nazis back then, who hate the Jews. And guess who supports those people? The Democrats. They have a marching, the Palestinians are similar to the Nazis. The Islamic terror groups are similar to the real Nazis, the Hitler. They want to kill Jews. They want to kill Americans too. And so they want to kill Americans and Jews and Christians. So they're Islamic extremists. So they do want to target Christians. But Christianity comes from the story of Jesus, who was born a Jew in Israel. He was born in Israel. So he lived his whole life in Israel, pretty much. He traveled out of there, outside of Israel and back in, as far as I know. But was mostly in Israel. Okay? So, but they want to do away with Israel. That's the war is going on right now. The Democrats actually, the way they got rid of oil here, they actually structured the oil in the world so that Russia, believe it or not, and Iran were getting a lot of oil money that we should have been getting if they didn't change the Trump policies. And so Iran, when they get money, extra money, they end up, and plus Biden gave them some money for something else. I forget what. But when Iran gets empowered financially, they start trying to make nuclear bombs, and their number one target is Israel. And us, we're number 2. We might be number 1, but Israel's a closer target. That's the one thing about America, actually, believe it or not, that's unique, is that we're located across the ocean from a lot of our enemies. And so it's our location protects us, by the way. But so they attacked Israel. They attacked Israel's civilians. They didn't attack them like you do in a war, like you're supposed to. They broke all the rules. There are rules in war. And that's the hard part about fighting the terrorist groups. They always break the rules of war, and they put children as they use people as shields, civilians as shields. But they attacked a park where there was a party going on in Israel. Took all kinds of hostages, and Israel has fought back. And so then you got Palestinians who, the radical ones here in America, marching at colleges, protesting, saying they don't want a 2-state solution with Israel. They want Israel gone, vanished off the face of the earth, and they want to kill Jews. That's the real Hitler types. That's your real Nazis right there. They're Islamic, but they're Nazi Hitler types. That's real. And the Democrats, Kamala Harris was there defending their right to do that and telling Israel to back off and quit fighting back. Israel's fighting back. They have to defend their country. That they didn't start the war, and these terrorist groups grew under Biden again. They had been shrunken under Trump, and now they grew again. And it has to do with the financial structure. And you even have to question, are the Democrats purposely supporting terrorists? I question that, because it always happens. But I'm going to end this before 5 minutes. So that's a big one. That's a big one to debunk there, because, I mean, to put it in blunt words, yes, the people that the Democrats support are the Nazi types, and that's the Islamic groups, the extremist ones.